Good morning on this Saturday. Thanks for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus. Gorgeous look at Midtown Atlanta right now. Doesn't get much better than this for a June morning. Hope you're able to make some plans to get outside today. I'm Megan Packer. Thank you so much for checking in with us here. It looks great out there, doesn't it? So we'll check in with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi in just a moment. She's got your full weekend forecast. Lots to talk about. Also lots to talk about in the news department. I'm here to get you up to speed on some of the top news stories that we are following. It is the weekend, but the news doesn't stop, nor do we here in our newsroom. So we've been busy working overnight throughout the morning today. So here's an update on what is making news right now. Just a little while ago, I can tell you that Gwinnett County firefighters provided an update to us that they have arrested an arson suspect they have been looking for. This woman here, 61-year-old Hong Nguyen, was taken into custody yesterday in Dunwoody and is being held without bond in jail right now. She has been wanted for two different residential fires that were set in Norcross last weekend. We've talked a little bit about this over the past week, the damage that those fires caused and how investigators were looking for her. Again, she is now under arrest, being held without bond in the DeKalb County Jail. She is the suspect in two residential fires in Norcross from last weekend. You are looking at some of the damage. In one of the fires, a man had serious injuries. We do not know the very latest on his condition, but the Red Cross was helping the victims of those fires. They didn't release any other details about a motive or what the exact circumstances are here with this case. So we are certainly interested to learn more about this. But the big update this morning from Gwinnett Fire is that this woman right here, Hong Nguyen, is now in custody. There is a traffic advisory in northwest Atlanta right now. A downed traffic light is leading to an emergency traffic advisory from the city of Atlanta. You can see crews were out here overnight at the intersection of Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway and Hollywood Road. This is northwest Atlanta. They're making the repairs to that intersection, specifically that traffic light. You need to use Joseph E. Boone Boulevard to get around that closure. There was a deadly shooting last night in DeKalb County. We've been following this since it happened around 7:30 last night, and we now have an update just in this morning from DeKalb County Police. They say a man was shot and killed near businesses on Rainbow Drive. That is the Panthersville area of DeKalb. They are now saying that he was targeted after an argument with someone else and that the suspect drove off in a car. That car was later found crashed at Candler Road and I-20, and investigators say the driver of that car, the suspect in the shooting, ended up shooting and killing himself, and those involved have not yet been identified while they work to notify their families. At least one person is injured after a shooting overnight in Augusta in Richmond County. Let's see, we can tell you here what we know is that it does not sound like this was deadly, but still investigators are saying that a person with an assault rifle started shooting into a crowd overnight. Again, this is Augusta. It was on Broad Street near the Riverwalk, if you're familiar with that area. We have a sister station there in Augusta, WRDW. They spoke with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. They say a man with an assault rifle started shooting into a crowd and hit a few people. An unknown number of people, but the sheriff's office says deputies shot that suspect, and the suspect was taken to the hospital. So we are expecting to learn more about this later today. Authorities are expected to provide an update later today, but certainly an unnerving situation in Augusta overnight when investigators again say a man fired into a crowd overnight when people were out and about on their Friday night. All right, something happening here in Atlanta in the Virginia Highland neighborhood this weekend. This is something to celebrate and spend the nice weather doing. We're talking about the Virginia Highland Summerfest. It's happening this weekend. It is free along Virginia Avenue between North Highland Avenue and Park Drive and John Howell Park. This is some video from the kickoff party last night. There are artist markets out there, live music. It's all happening until 9 o'clock tonight. There's even a kids fest. That is 10 to 5. So we hope that if you were able to get out there, either to that event or one of the many other events happening this weekend, that you enjoy it because it feels so nice out there. And we know that that won't last for long. So let's take another look at Midtown right now as we bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi to talk about the break in the humidity humidity and when the humidity will be back. Hi, Courtney.
Hello. Yes, of course it will naturally return because it is June in Georgia after all. But today will be a treat. We'll have really great weather, already off to a beautiful start with lots of sunshine out there over the Midtown skyline. And most importantly, the humidity is low. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not fall-like, but it's definitely feeling more like spring out there for us, which is just fantastic. So let's talk about, as Megan mentioned, when that humidity will return. It's not going to last too long, but we have a handful of days this week where the humidity will be a little on the lower side. So definitely a treat for us. We don't get a handful of days with low humidity this time of year, but we really have over the past several weeks, really. Less humid, but still hot today. Don't get me wrong. It's still going to be hot out there. A few storms will be possible Sunday, and then we'll have a slightly unsettled week ahead of us, especially towards the end of the week. There's a lot of question marks with the forecast, but just know that the week ahead won't be completely dry. In fact, more days with rain than not. Over Lake Lanier, gorgeous. Look at all the people with their boats out and about this morning. Oh, what a great day to be out on the lake. It'd be a perfect afternoon to head to any of the lakes. If you can't go to the lake, we got the pools, right? All of them are open, and they have been slam-packed. I know the one over near my neighborhood in Cobb County, it's just been filled to the brim with everyone on summer break. By noon, temperatures in the low 80s, upper 80s by 3 o'clock, and we'll stay near 90 even at 6 o'clock. But with that lower humidity, you won't have to worry about those pop-up summer-like storms, so you have every opportunity to get out on the water today and not have to worry about any thunderstorms. And again, it'll just be really nice to have that lower humidity, even if it does come with temperatures like this. Mid to upper 80s, low 90s for the city of Atlanta today, a high of 91. A little cooler up in the mountains, Gainesville over near Lake Lanier, 85, 88 in Carrollton, 88 in Covington for a high today, 91 down in LaGrange with, again, a lot of sunshine. As we head through the evening tonight, maybe you have some dinner plans. Maybe you're headed to Summerfest over in Virginia Highlands. Again, it'll be a great day to be out there. If you're headed there a little later this evening, going to go see some of the concerts out there tonight, by 5 o'clock, temperature at 91 degrees. And then by 7, temperatures in the low 80s. And 9 o'clock tonight, temperatures still in the mid-70s. So it'll be a warm evening tonight. You'll definitely want to drink plenty of water tonight. But again, that humidity will be on the lower end for us, which will be really nice. Now, tomorrow, the humidity does return. So that'll allow a thunderstorm complex that moves into the area to take advantage of that extra moisture. So tomorrow morning, we will watch mainly north of the city for showers and thunderstorms. Could have some gusty wind within this, heavy rain, also some lightning. So something we'll be tracking for you tomorrow morning. And then that will kind of fizzle apart as we go through late morning into the early afternoon. And we should be relatively rain-free for the second half of the day. Again, we'll kind of focus on the mountains and areas north of the city tomorrow for the chance for showers and storms, which will hold temperatures north of Atlanta, generally in the low 80s. But look at Atlanta and south, you're in the low 90s. So really a big temperature spread because of the morning showers and cloud cover. So again, if you're north of the city, you'll end up in the 80s tomorrow. And if you're in the mountains, you'll end up near 80 tomorrow. And then from Atlanta off to the south, it'll be hot, it'll be humid, and temperatures will be in the low 90s. Monday, a cold front moves through. So we'll wake up in the mid to upper 60s to near 70, mostly cloudy skies. And then notice how the skies start to clear late morning. That's that front passing and drier air filling in behind it. South of I-20 seems to be the spot where most of the showers and storms will develop along that front. So for the Monday morning commute, if you live against along or south of I-20 from Carrollton down to Eatonton, just prepare for the chance for a few showers and storms. And we'll fine-tune this over the next couple of days here. But Monday, a cold front moves in, and then drier air filters in behind it. It'll be a little breezy. It'll be warm. The humidity will drop through the day on Monday. And notice, as we head into Monday afternoon and even into Tuesday, that dry air really settles in. So not only will we have a really nice day today with that lower humidity, but we'll have another round of it Monday afternoon into Tuesday. So again, a real treat for us. We don't get this often in June, but that's kind of been it has been common, at least this May and June. We've had a handful of days with lower humidity, and that's just been really wonderful. Not going to drop our temperatures all that much. Notice we'll go from low 90s to upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. So what that front's really going to do is, again, just change our dew point temperature, which measures the amount of moisture in the air, and bring that down. Now, the humidity will return on Wednesday, guys, and that'll offer us the chance for a few summer-like storms. Thursday and Friday, models are trying to hint at maybe something developing in the Gulf, a low. So we'll see if the National Hurricane Center puts eyes on that. That could impact the west coast of Florida, and then we could get some remnant showers from that on Thursday and Friday. Again, Not looking at any kind of tropical system that's going to impact us by the end of the week, but a low will develop. And this time of year, you kind of have to watch for tropical characteristics within it. But it doesn't look like it will develop into anything necessarily strong, won't develop into anything necessarily impressive, but it will help generate showers and maybe a few thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. Models are very different on it, so it still needs a lot of work and a lot of fine-tuning. But just know as we head into the end of this upcoming work week that it does look like our forecast will trend a little more unsettled. Still staying hot, though, all 7 day long. No first alert weather days, so no super impactful weather right now, but all 7 day long, upper 80s to low 90s with the low humidity again today, Monday afternoon, and then into Tuesday as well. So those are a couple of days that we have to really look forward to. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoy the weekend. Get out and enjoy it. It's going to be great. Of course, if you had any plans to head to the mountains or up towards Lake Lanier tomorrow morning, do expect that chance for showers and storms, but then the rest of the day looks fine. So plenty of opportunity to get out and enjoy whatever your plans are for the upcoming weekend. Thanks so much for spending some time with us, and we will see you here tomorrow.